If you know anything about this beloved text, everybody knows about Jacob and Esau. In one particular text, he says, Jacob I love, but Esau I hate. Anybody in here? But you in order to really get a full understanding of the text, you have to be able to understand how these young kids came about. Rebecca was barren. Isaac was 40 years old, and Rebecca got mad. They was having intercourse, and she wasn't getting pregnant. You know, they had no way of determining who was fertile and who wasn't. And they knew that if they were God's people, that it was incumbent upon them that they would leave a legacy. Are you listening to me? It was prophesied, it was told to Abraham that his seed would be immeasurable. So Isaac is the son of Abraham. So it goes without saying that the promise was still in Isaac's loins. And so Rebecca is upset and angry about a child. So she goes to her husband Isaac and she says, listen, since you know God, you entreat him. Find out why I'm not getting pregnant. And find out why I'm barren. Why hasn't the Lord blessed me? And then all of a sudden she got pregnant. And the Bible says in Genesis chapter 25, her pregnancy wasn't normal. While she was pregnant, them kids were fighting inside the womb. I said it was a struggle. You know, every pregnancy ain't easy. Some women, boy, look at it, they get pregnant, they can drop kids like ain't nothing to it. But some pregnancies, I said some women have gone through, their feet swell up. Come on, talk to me. Some pregnancies are so difficult, folk are put on bed rest. But in this particular pregnancy, these kids were inside her womb and they were fighting. And she couldn't understand what the struggle was going on. She asked for some kids. She didn't ask for no water to be going on in her belly. Look at somebody and say, be careful what you ask for. Sometimes you could ask for something and not realize you can't handle what you... So she's, I want kids. Now she got them. They fight in her womb, and she doesn't know what's going on. And now the Lord tells her in verse 23, he said, look here, woman, there are two nations in your womb. Two manner of people. Isn't that something how you can have kids from the same man, the same woman, and them kids got completely different personalities. They're like night and day. Come on, talk to me, somebody. So this is not unimaginable. There were two nations in the womb. Two manner of people shall be separated from the bowels, and one people shall be stronger than the other, and the elder shall serve the younger. So early on, it was told to the woman that Esau would have to serve his brother. Are you hear what I'm saying? Now watch this. At this particular time, Isaac was not told this information. We assume that somewhere along the line that she must have suggested it to him, and he ignored it because in those particular days in Jewish antiquities, it was incumbent that the oldest would receive the inheritance. Are you listening to me? What I'm saying? So the oldest was always to receive the inheritance. Just like when my mother died, well, I was so mad at my sister, she was sitting there collecting all them envelopes. And I knew how she treated me when we were little. I knew if she got them envelopes in her hand, we wasn't going to get a dime of that money. Don't laugh, I'm being serious. That's how it is. If you have family, guess what? It's the oldest child. In most cases, if there's no executive of the estate, if there's no clear dissemination of who gets what, that money will go to the oldest, and it's upon the oldest to now share that money. That's why they tell you when you come to the hospital, do you have a will? Because when you die, we don't want these kids acting the fool up in here. You'd be surprised how folks start fighting when somebody died and the folk ain't got no insurance. But I thought he had a policy. Baby, listen, that policy expired years ago. So she knew. Now watch this. The Bible tells us about their character. The first came out red, and he was very hairy. That was Esau. And his brother was very smooth, Jacob. And now at the age of 60, the boys grew up. In verse 27, Esau was a hunter, a man of the field, and Jacob was a plain man. He was a mama's boy. He hung around mama all the time.